Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday. I know you can't see me very well, but I thought you'd like to see the view. So I'm in what's going to be my garden cottage. You can see my lovely view that I'm going to have. Big window here and patio doors here. So there we go. Just showing you the so this is going to be like where I can be me, really. It's going to be my room. I can set it out exactly how I want it. So I'm going to go to IKEA, I think, to get some furniture. I want a table with some drawers and some sort of seating area. But at the back, I'm going to have, it looks quite narrow in the picture here. Minnie, come! As I'm videoing it. But I'm going to have pushchairs hung on the wall. And then my 1980s pram out and my new fruits one out, I think, because they're the two that I had for my children. So yeah, I think they'll fit there quite nicely. And they'll keep me up. There we go. He's got dirty feet, little minx. Right, I'm going to show you the nursery today. We had the small blinds arrive yesterday in the bungalow. So we had that blind arrive, and this blind arrive. The curtains won't be till the end of May, I don't think, for both the bedroom and this room. But it looks so much better now with the blinds in. It's so cosy. And Annie's in the big pram. Are you playing? Are you playing with the pussycat? We got that off Uncle Les, didn't we? Mummy's friend. Yes, we got this off Mummy's friend who dropped the doll's house in the move that I'm sure aunties can remember. Yeah, you're a good girl. She's got a lovely, pretty dress on this morning. Not normally Annie's style, but it does cover her 3/4 arms, which I like. With a cardigan, so she's sitting in there today. Yeah, you stay, you dry your feet off, missus. Let's go into the nursery. I have no idea. It's not Pinterest. Oh, I'll just show you Alistair. Here he is. He's looking at this. He absolutely loves this. So this has got the dark bit on one side and the brighter bit for when the babies get older on this side. He's lovely. He's so cute. And right, let's see what's going on in here. Let's see what everybody's up to. So I haven't even put the light on. Ding! So first up, so you've had sneak peeks, haven't you, as we've been going along. So what I'll do is I'll give you a really big overview, I think. It's probably the easiest way to do it. So you come in the door here, and there are the bunk beds, Frankie's, Emma Jane's. Then we've got a cot, 2 little cots, my high-low chair, and I've got the pram in here at the moment. Emma Jane's got her pram. I've got the little table and chairs. And this is what I mean now. I wouldn't be happy putting a play mat on the floor. And when I'm like in here getting stuff out, it's awkward when the babies, you know, I did have a big space last time, but never, it doesn't matter. I'm getting a big space now. I'll move the pushchair out. So this is the pushchair that I had for my middle daughter. And that has been the video that will have come before this one that you're about to see. Or you're watching. And there we go. So you see what I mean about it not being like Pinterest and Insta, because the beds aren't perfect. The kids are playing on their beds. That's what kids do. So anyway, here's Frankie. She's loving the top bunk, as always. She absolutely loves her top bunk. So she's got her bag at the bottom that she had before with all the little bits in that Auntie Sam bought for me, but Frank for my birthday last year, but Frankie decided it's hers. And I got her this little lap tray so she can play with all the little mini bits on her bed. She's got this box and it's got all her little mini bits in. And then she's got a little shelf here. I think I videoed that at some point, Grumpy putting that up for me. Should we turn your F on, Frankie, so everybody can see it? Frankie had this one year for her birthday or Christmas, can't remember. But there's her bright shining F for Frankie. There we go. So that's Frankie's spot. And then this is Emma Jane's, and she's also got a little cubby up there with a few bits and bobs in. Of course, she's got her baby on her bed, and then she's got this basket that I had before with little toys in. She's got that at the bottom of her bed, and she wanted this hug here. So I got this when I went to the Sea Life Centre with Amy and Sheena, 2 other Reborn mummies. We had a holiday near the seaside. We took the babies. Oh, that was such a fun time. And I bought this at the Sea Life Centre. So Emma Jane's got that. That was like years ago. That was probably about 3 or 4 years ago we'd had that holiday. And then my Let It Go is above Frankie. That's Crawl Space to the Attic. Please come in to see. You've come in to show everybody what's going on. So Emma Jane is here with Timothy. And here's the table. We've got the table and the 2 chairs. I'm thinking that I'll probably move these and take these down to the other room. I'm not sure yet. But the idea here is not for play. Well, I don't know, because I do have under here, I do have a doll's house. Everything is stored under everywhere as well. So I do. Please look at my ear. Look at my ear. Oh, it's so heavy. I have a doll's house under here that I haven't put up yet because I don't know where I want it. And Auntie Deirdre sent us some little people. Sent the girls some little people for Christmas. And so I got this doll's house from Smith's Toys for like 30 quid. And I thought Frankie can play with her Barbies in it, and then Emma Jane can play in it as well, the little people, and Annie can play in it. So I might just have this up here with little toys for the little ones for in their cots and things, and then put the table and chairs down with me. I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite decided. So that's why this hasn't been put up yet, Auntie Deirdre. You haven't seen your little people that you bought. These are some extra storagey boxes that I bought from the Nook. So that's under the bunk bed. Every bed has got stuff underneath it because I have nowhere to put them. Yeah, and I got a basket with extra hangers in at the moment. So in this cot, next to the bunk beds, we have Harry, Heidi's spot, and Felicity's. So I'll just take you up a little bit closer. And I do have, I don't know if you remember, I did buy these, 2 of these, one for Harry and one for Heidi, because I just like the way that they sort of made them cozy. You can put a blanket over and make them nice and cozy, like they're all contained. And so I got those 2. And then I've got all my Peter Rabbit bits up here. Let's see if this one will work. Yeah. It actually lights up. Don't think you can see it. Maybe it's not got enough battery in it. It lights up. It's a vintage one. And then I put the Peter Rabbit bits, extra Peter Rabbit bits that I've got kind of like in this cot. And Felicity's got one of those vintage dresses on from that vintage haul that I did. The one with the navy blue spots and the gorgeous collar. It's been nice when they don't have to wear cardigans. You can really show out all the collars. That looks, doesn't that look delicious on her? She's playing now with the Peter Rabbit mirror. So there we go. All right, Harry. You look nice and cozy there today, mate. There. And then you've seen Grumpy make this and put it up. Well, if you've watched previous videos. So I just had to stop and start again because we are on our 6-minute cut-off, really. So at the moment, this is not necessarily how it's going to be, how it's going to stay, because I shall be taking stuff down to the garden room, because the garden room is like fully insulated. It's just like being in a room in a house. It's completely insulated and perfect. So I got some bits there. You've seen me basically doing a lot of these. Grumpy made it out of oak flooring. So all our floors are oak, and that's what he made this one out of. I seen a picture of it, and I couldn't believe how much it cost. And he was like, I got some oak flooring left, I'll make one. And that's what he did. He's so clever. So this is Timothy's bed here. And he's a little monkey, because him and Felicity, he does like to lean over. So he's a little monkey at night time. So we're seeing how that works. So they got their blankets, pillow, whatever they want. Usually a book or stays somewhere, some sort of book. And he's got some cuddlies down here. He's got his little backpack with other bits and bobs in. He likes Postman Pat and dinosaurs and trucks. He likes all sorts of things. And then I wonder if you can guess whose bed this is. See what I mean about it not being like, it's a living space. So it doesn't look like all the beds. Oh yes, and the beds, these cots are on wheels. And so they're so easy to move. And then they do have a clip that you can clip down or up or to stop them from moving. So that is really good. But anyway, let's get back to Annie. So this is Annie's bed. I'm surprised she can even fit in her bed with the amount of stuff she wants in her bed. All her bits and her blanket from Auntie Nancy. And then in the windowsill are her bits. That's why she's here. Her birdie. Her bunny's over by the door. John's over by the door because he was getting a bit hot in the window. And so that's why the blinds are down, because it's just sun blazing in. It's lovely. It really is lovely. Look at that. Don't look at the dirty windows, because can't clean the windows because all the builders are doing all sorts all the time at the moment outside. All right. And there is Miss Heidi in the little chair. So this will probably stay in here. I'm not sure about this yet. I'm just not sure about how we'll sort out the room at the bottom. I'm just not sure. So that's that bit. And then, so if I just go back down along here, so you can just get another view. It looks really long, and it really is a nice space. I mean, I am really, really fortunate to have it, and I do feel lucky to have it. And but it definitely is smaller than the nursery we had before, and there's no space for me to do any crafting and stuff like that I like to do. So hence why we're now added on the garden room. But Grumpy's building that all himself, so it's not a huge cost. It's just a cost of materials and Grumpy's time. Which, when you think of the man cave he's got, which is as big as the bungalow, he actually flew over the bungalow the other day when he was flying. He flew over and he said, "Wow," he said, "I didn't realise that my garage was as big as the bungalow." And I was like, oh, good, you could just see that from the plans. Even when we went to try and get, to see if the local council would give us planning permission, even they went, wow, that's like an extension, not a garage. But Grumpy does have a lot of toys, and he also services his van and things like that. He serviced his van inside and that sort of thing he wants to do. Anyway, so I am entitled to have my own space. Entitled. Oh, how dare you, Caroline, say words like that. Anyway, so here's the door, and I'm going to just pull the door to. Millie's probably going to wander in and open the door. So this is from the door. I can't really show you from another way, really, because I can't get into the other side of the room. Oh, there we go. If you like an overview. and then I will talk about it. Okay, gosh, just nowhere to stand where I can give you a good, like an overview for a start. So if I start here, it's split into 3 sections, and so at the top of this section is Maxi Cozy car seat, and this is Nana Rose's cottage that didn't get broke because I moved that. So that'll go down the other room. And then on this shelf, I have got my other little doll collections. They'll come down to the other room. Dun, dun, dun. So there are all my little dolls in the back there. Did you remember me opening them and getting all excited? So in here, I've finally got around to organising my bits and bobs. In here is my reborning stuff, you know, stuffing and cable ties and things. In here are just extra little bits with certificates. And I got these. I want to show you these. I got these ages and ages ago, and I never put them on their beds. But I'm going to put them on their beds this time. I've got to get a couple more. I got these made. It says Timothy. So what I'm going to do is I got Annie, Timothy, Frankie, Harry, I think. I'm going to put them on the end of their beds. Just with blue tack. So I got them. They're in there. And then I got some left over from dolls that I had before. For some reason I had 2 made for Lizzie, because I'd already given the lady Auntie who's got Lizzie, I already gave her the one with Lizzie on, but I had 2 of them. And Benji is no longer here. Somebody asked me the other day about Benji. No, I don't have Benji anymore, because he was an Ashton Drake and he started changing colour, and I was really worried about his vinyl, contaminating the vinyl, because it was a really old one. The vinyl on the other Reborns. And then I had Erin, she was a big girl, and I have that. So if anybody wants one of these, just write in the comments, and it'd be like first come first serve. I'll just post it to you, just the one. So if there's somebody who wants, if there's like 3 people who ask for Lizzie, it'll be the person that I got notified on the comments section first. But they're there anyway. So that's that one. This is the 3rd shelf down. So I can't even remember what we got in here. Peter Rabbit stuff. I don't usually buy milk. I usually use just normal milk in baby bottles. But I treated myself to some. And I've really enjoyed using it with Alistair, just because it smells divine. Alright, these are my Peter Rabbit soft toys in there. And in this one are all the headbands, and these sort of headbands, the soft ones, and the clips. Goes in there. And this has just got nappies and hair stuff in, and the sunglasses that I keep in here so I know where they are. Yeah, it's got nappies underneath. And this was just a white box. I got this from Mother Care. Just a plain white box, and I added the transfers on it. These transfers I bought, so I just added them on. It's not a proper Peter Rabbit one. And then behind there is just the lamp, the Peter Rabbit lamp that I had that I've got nowhere for. Which, once I sort that out, I'll maybe be able to put it up there. This is one of my gifts I had like a few years ago from Grumpy. Peter Rabbit set. It was on my Amazon wish list, that's why I got it. What's in here? I think there's just bits and pieces in there. And then I think you've seen these photos before. Little me, little Caroline. Little Caroline, and Frankie has nearly exactly the same suit as that, denim, all in one, except mine's short sleeves and hers is long sleeves. It just brings me back lots of memories. Okay, then under here we have a big Peter Rabbit who has nowhere to go. And here are some clothes for Jen and the Build-A-Bear clothes and things. This is the, what are these? Headbands. This is for Frankie, but we have nowhere she's to put it at the moment. And that's Frankie's little bits and bobs, like her earrings and things. Then we have these two. They both got bottles and feeding things in. This one also has bottles, but bottles that are still in their packaging. If you want me to do a bottle haul, let me know. And then these are dummies. So these are the girls' dummies and these are the boys' dummies. The girls are in Guess How Much I Love You suitcases, and the boys are in the Peter Rabbit suitcases, which again I've had for years and years. Right, there's John, Annie's bunny, another, like, I don't know, Peter Rabbit toy, tripod. At the bottom of there is, did you see me pack up the vintage clothing in a see-through bag? That's it there. This is the bag with all of their padded snowsuits in. They take up quite a lot of room, snowsuits, actually. So I could put them in the ones that you suck the air out of. I might do that at a later date, I don't know. This has got all of the blankets in. And this has got all of the, like, play, like I say, like crib toys. Really, like for cribs and for the pushchair and that. Not really the toys for the bigger ones, more like for the little ones. And I think that'll be something that stays here. So that is that shelving section. Okay, now the middle section, I'll just give you the overview. Okay, now when you look at the clothes, bear in mind I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Reborns, and this is all their hanging clothes. And I know there are lots of mummies out there who have lots more clothes. I know it. I just know it. So just own up, because you also, if you're a regular viewer of mine, you'll also know that they have a little tub of their own here up here as well, which I've kept. But this is the only hanging section. Okay, and I'm really chuffed because I've actually found, like, Emma Jane's style is dresses. I'm really chuffed with that, so I will be passing on a lot of the clothing that I did get for her that is not that style and doesn't really suit her as I put it on her. Anyway, let's go. Right, so this is on the top is the carry cot for the eye candy, and this box has a new play gym in that I just did a video with Annie and Felicity playing in it. I did a demo and review, which is really, really good, and I really like it. So what might happen is, as I move the bigger stuff down to the bottom, I may keep one of them out here on the floor. Probably not. This is like a walkway, and it just, I don't know, it just worries me on kids and little ones on the floor like that. And I know they're only dolls, but, you know, they are a little bit more than that to me. Okay, so the clothing. I do have this, which I still haven't used yet, which one of my lovely viewers gave me at Peterborough Doll Show, wardrobe dividers, and I love them. They're divided into newborn, or you can have tops and bottoms, so they're divided into sizes or styles, and there are 18 in there. The only problem I have with that is, what I might do is just put a sticker on with the name, because I don't really section my clothing into styles or different sizes. Well, they are different sizes because I have different size kids, But how I organise my clothing is per child. So it's per kitty. So, mind out the way, Millie. So this here is 0 to 3. So we have 0 to 3. Goes up to there. So that's where I might put one. 0 to 3. I maybe might put a 0 to 3. Because 0 to 3 is for Harry and Alistair. Then we've got all of Heidi's clothing. Heidi's clothing goes up to there. So that's all Heidi's hanging. And then Felicity's hanging goes up to there. So then that's all Felicity's. And that's Annie's. So where does Felicity's gone? She's got a lot more hanging because she don't really wear baby grows really. So she's there. And then down here I have got, oh God, I can't stop buying for Emma Jane. Emma Jane, Timothy, and Frankie. And then this is just popped in there at the end. This came recently. This is a vintage Promise-suit. It's vintage. There's no way you put your kid in that today. Not many people would put their kids in that today. It says 12 months. It's probably for Annie 6 to 9 because it's vintage. So there we go. So that's the clothing. And then underneath, this is Emma Jane's toy box, Timothy's toy box, and Frankie's other clothes that don't get hung up. So like her tights, her socks, her tracksuits, her t-shirts, there's one of her hats there, her leggings, things like that that don't need to be hung up. So that's that one. It's great, isn't it? I love it. It's so organised. Okay, now to the final section. Oh, just a minute. I got Emma Jane wants me. What's the matter? Tell me. Timothy wants his dog back. Well, you can't keep Timothy's dog in your pram, can you? Maybe it's about time the doggy had a walk out of the pram. Yeah. And find a teddy to go in there with Jen. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea. This is the problem. Emma Jane's been pushing around Timothy's dog for, gosh, about 2 weeks. Timothy's just spotted it. This is the problem. Okay, everybody, peace is raining. We're looking through books and we're drinking drinks. And we've released the dog. Anyway, where were we? We were back to the top shelf, weren't we? So on the top shelf here is where the wicker basket that Alistair is in, like, lives. But of course, Alistair is in that at the moment. So, yeah. So we've got a bit of space at the moment up there. That's got, so up there has got one of Frankie's toys. Another big playmat that I love because it's so soft, and I got that for a bargain off eBay. And I had to sell my high chair because there's just no room for it here. And, so this is the low chair that I've got. I've had this one for a while, haven't I? It all folds up. It's like a little camping chair. It's excellent. So that's up there. Okay. On the next shelf down, I've got the clothes for Heidi, Alistair and Harry and Emma Jane. So what I've done, I was going to put labels on them, but I was like, nah, I don't want to put labels on. So I put a little pair of shoes in front, so it shows me whose box is whose. So then in there are things that don't get hung up. maybe like just t-shirts and leggings and cardigans and bodysuits mostly in there. So that's those 3. Then on the next one down, I've got these 4 see-through boxes, which are perfect size for here, because they allow me also to put this little padded high chair seat thing. Because I do have a high chair, I have the IKEA one, but I do prefer the big ones in the bigger high chair that I got, but never mind. Anyway, so these are split, so these are reusable nappies, bibs, hats, and socks for everybody except for Frankie. Because one thing I've found is socks vary in size, so everybody but Frankie's socks go in here. And then we can just see whose fits whose. And I've just got a little box with some bits there. Here I've got my ring light, which will go down to the other end, to go down into the other room, and my pram bag. And then we've got clothing for Felicity, Timothy, and Annie. So they fit under there nicely. A nice size. I can't remember where I've got these. Did I get them in IKEA? I'm not sure. Can't remember. I think I got them in IKEA. Ages ago, before when we lived at the Nook, like a long time ago. And then the next shelf down. This one is not as deep as the others. It has a board in front, and I have to put stuff in that's easy to get them out, because this runs. This has got all the, I don't know, stuff for all the underfloor heating and things behind there. The panel is. So I put all the shoes in that suitcase. I thought, what a good idea. I don't use that suitcase. If I ever use that suitcase, I can just tip them out into drawers and tip them out into a bag and job done. But we prefer taking bags when we go in the camper, because bags are squishy and you can squish stuff up against them and stuff like that. So I usually use that one actually when I go to Sheena's, so that might get an airing, but then again it might not. Anyway, then I got the books. They're easy accessible to the babies. There is some kitchen stuff there. Timothy's box with Postman Pat in. Annie's Toy Story box and Frankie's Barbie box. So everybody's got their own box of toys, except for Timothy's got 2. So I could actually probably put all his Postman Pat stuff in this. Oh no. Timothy's got lots of little bits and toys. So I've also, in there is like kitchen-y like stuff. I've got a pop-up. I don't even know where it is. Probably ready to go down into the other room. A pop-up like shop. I don't know if it's got a kitchen on the other side. So that will definitely be coming down. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to do with all those things yet. And then I just stored other bits under here. So I can't remember what's in that box. That box back there has got all of my Peter Rabbit collection. I do have another big collection of like ornaments and things in there. Some spare boxes. Those they like fold up and go into. So they're a smaller version of these. So I kept them. And then under here, under this cot, are all the DVDs, plus the portable DVD player that the kids have sometimes. And in that box, I don't know what's in that box. Oh, it's not open. Oh, hang on, it's got something right on it. It says study DVDs and stuff. So that hasn't even been opened yet. But that's all the DVDs. So I might well take the DVDs and the DVD player down to the garden room when it's done. But I don't know yet. We'll see. So, there we go, guys. Let me see tell me what you think of it. It's not a Tidy Up Tuesday today, but it is a nursery reveal. I'm happy with it now. It's just there'll be another change when the garden room is done, and I need to go in there and shut these blinds properly. And I'll be moving stuff down there. Oh, it's so lovely out there. Look at that. That's better. And this works. Let me show you. Frankie wanted a fish, so I bought this. You can even set it on a timer. Things we do for love, hey? My little girl there. So, there we go. I'd be interested to know what you think. But a lot of these little bits and things will be going down to the other room. And which is maybe where I put up the doll's house and stuff like that. I don't know. But anyway. There we go. So thank you very much for watching. And we will see you in the next video, everybody.